Good morning, y'all. Good morning, y'all. It's 10:19 in the morning. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Shamar Danielle. I'm here with another vlog. I took my hair out last night and I did not show y'all because I was really focused, and plus I was watching shows, so I don't know what it is or what type of products. It's either the weave or it's the gel that they use in my hair, because there should be no way my head was itching like that. Like every single box braid and every single braid up front, y'all seen the style of my hair. I could tell you at every one, there was a big old scab. And I don't understand none of that. Like, and to be honest with you, the day before I got my hair braided, I did dye my hair. I did just do a fresh dye, but it was so bad to the point where I would scratch my head and then my fingers would be red, but I couldn't tell if it was the dye or if it was blood because of how bad I was scratching my head. Like even when I had on my hat, I'm scratching, I'm taking my head off, I'm looking at it, looking in the hat, it's red. Is it dye or is it blood because of how bad I'm scratching? And then when I'm washing my hair with the shampoo, the whole back right here is burning. It's a big old scab back here. I'm like, bro, what? And also, I'm gonna show you something. You see these pants I got on? Without the belt, it can fit. These pants used to be real baggy. That's how I know I gained a lot of weight. These pants used to be real baggy on me. Like, real baggy. Holy shit. So that means all my clothes that was tight, they're finna not be able to fit me no more. Yeah. But I have one bar left on the camera, so I have no idea how this shit gonna work. And to be honest with you, I had mad footage from the camera, but I deleted it. I really deleted it. And to be honest, I don't even care about the footage. I don't be talking about nothing for real. The only thing I talked about in the footage that I deleted was the capstone from one of my classes. That the only class that I finished all my assignments for, that's due May 20th. I did the capstone already. Well, I just have to enter the information into the document that she gave in the templates. I was trying to copy and paste it and then do it my way, but I'm just gonna have to enter all the information into the templates already given and then save it like that. But at least I did it, so I know I don't have to be. Because the last time I had an assignment that was 53 pages, I was so overwhelmed. Like, I didn't know where to start, so I had to ask somebody for paper. Like, what is this supposed to look like? She only gave us a little bit of the different templates that we need to put in to the packet, but it's like 30 different templates of stuff that I need. And I was able to get it, and I had to type it up hand by hand. But it was the professor's first time teaching that specific class, so I was kind of going with her. She said as we was going through the class, she was learning on like how to do this stuff for the first time, and I was like, you know what, I understand. I got an A in that class. With 53 pages long was crazy. That shit was due December 14th. I started that thing maybe like December 7th, or maybe like the 10th, where I only have 4 days, maybe 7 or 4 days to complete it. But that's something you were supposed to be working on when the semester, like from midterm to finals. That was something we should have been working on before then. But because I didn't know where to start, and I was trying to get the professors to upload basically somebody else's paper that completed it, so we would know. But remember, it's her first time teaching, so she don't have that. So we just had to figure it out for ourselves. Had to be up all night looking like, all right, what's this paper? What's this treatment plan? What's this biosocial form? biopsychosocial form. You know, I had to look all of that shit up. And I computed it. I do work well under pressure, but I just from that moment on, I just started completing assignments 3 to 4 weeks ahead. All of it, because that shit was overwhelming. Like I to the point where I was like, I don't even think I'm able to finish this. I thought I was gonna go from an A to an F. I'm like, do I really need to turn this assignment in? But it was like a capstone, so I really had to turn that in. I was sick, y'all, but it turned out good. To let people know, that was a 53-page assignment, one of the biggest assignments I had. The first assignment that I had before that was a 25-page paper on the history of trauma within the Black community. It was supposed to be 15 references, but somehow, some way, I had too many references. I got a B. I wanted to get an A, but I had a B, but that was undergrad. But this was my first time ever writing a paper like that. But it has so much information in there. Gotta go. The thing messed up. I'm back. It's Friday, April 11th, 12:07 a.m. And I am watching this show on Apple TV called Dope Thieves. It's about 2 men. And they go rob drug dealers. But they pose as DEA agents. So they wear the jackets, guns, all that, and rob drug dealers. But then, so I'm on episode 3, but episode 2, I'm trying to figure out, was it in episode 2 or was it the end of episode 1? I'm pretty sure it was the end of episode 1. They got up with some guy who they recruited to come in on with them, so he could make some money. But you could tell he was a drug addict. I think they all were addicts in some sort of way. They all abused substances. So one was, I think, doing drugs and alcohol. One was actively doing drugs, but I don't know what the other guy was because he was sober. The other guy is sober. So 2 of them are best friends. Is Manny and Ray. Ray is the black man and Manny is the Hispanic man. They are best friends, and then they do this. But it looks like all of this is Ray's idea. And it's sad to say it looked like it's a black man's idea, but by the decision making, you can tell that it is. Because they got up with this guy named Rick to, like I said, recruit him into helping them get money. And he gave them an area. Let's go to this location. We can't do this area because they got the big guns of people waiting for some shit to go down. But these other people, they're not expecting it. And Rick went in there. I need to go rewatch that scene because in the flashback Ray had, it showed Rick shooting somebody first. But then also, from what I seen in that episode, because I probably was skipped, because sometimes when it's taking too long to get to the point, I start skipping through, which I need to stop doing because I'm obviously missing out on important information. But in the scene that I watched, Rick was standing there. They was telling the girl put her hands up because it was a house where they was cooking the drugs, and obviously they have the money somewhere. And you know, they got their guns out. You telling the girl, don't worry about it. We just want the money and all this other stuff. But no, that was after the fact that she shot Rick first, and then Rick shot her, but shot her in the neck. She's still alive. They don't know that. Well, they do, because when she was laying there, she got shot in the neck. When Ray went to go check for the money, he came back and the body was missing. Manny was just standing there frozen because the thing was, they were just going to go in there, get the money, and leave. Nobody was gonna get hurt. They wasn't planning on hurting anybody. That's what they don't do. They go in there, they just drive people. They don't shoot nobody, they don't do nothing. But it was the people whose money that they took. And then they was forced to set the house on fire because Ray got shot. Rick got shot. First of all, he was the one doing the drugs in the car before they went up to the house to rob it. And then it didn't make no sense. He just snorted some drugs in his nose. And you gave him a weapon? I just knew. I'm like, that's not smart. Somebody who's high has a weapon. Any little thing that tick him off, he gonna shoot. That just wasn't smart. That was my opinion. And we see how left that went. Rick died because the girl shot. I really do need to go watch that scene. Because I don't know. Because there was 3 people in there. But they wasn't supposed to. I don't think they knew. Well, when they went into a certain room, it was just 2 people. So they didn't see the other guy in the back that was actually cooking the stuff around the fluids, the dangerous fluids. So when he came out with the gun, with the shotty, he got popped. I guess. Well, Rick popped him. So now it was 3 people. Multiple people died in that house because they set the house on fire. Rick is in the house. He's not supposed to be in there. Nobody was supposed to get hurt. But being that Rick is an unknown person, but he's the son of somebody that Ray's father knows that's in jail. And he was like, did you tell somebody about me? Because how did that boy come out of here? He knew exactly who to call me, and he wanted to be a part of my crew, and we go participate in some bullshit, and now he's no longer alive because he did some bullshit, and now we done stole some people's money, and these the really big dogs, mind you. They had walkie-talkies and stuff. And when they was running out of the house with the money, put the money in the bag, Ray, the black man, he dropped the walkie-talkie on the floor. So now he dropped the walkie-talkie on the floor. The cops could have picked it up and found the fingerprints immediately. I don't even know how. I really don't even understand how. I don't fucking know. But whoever was running that drug house, they picked up that walkie-talkie and they started talking to Ray. And Manny basically was watching them. They started following them, watching them. Because first of all, you got the walkie-talkie. We in the car. The walkie-talkie shouldn't be working because we far away from the other walkie-talkie. Come to find out, they following them. Like, excuse me? Following me is crazy. I'm tired, y'all. I didn't go to sleep till 4:30 in the morning. Yesterday. I didn't go to sleep till 4:30 in the damn morning.
You want to make him come running?
Tom can't abide the sound of bells. Some church folks once tried to dynamite him.
Hold on.
And he didn't take that too kindly. If you ring that bell, he might skedaddle.
You better not skedaddle.
Go on now, Scoot. I'll pick you up yonder after to go find your mom.
Trifling ass mudcat.
Hey, I heard that.
I got you out of that trick.
Trifling ass mudcat. All right. I'm tired. I don't even know. I just finished eating a Hot Pocket. Tomorrow's supposed to be going to a baseball game, but I don't even know if I want to go for real. What the fuck? I don't know if I want to go. I blow dried my hair.
I don't like music. I don't like TV.
I'm pretty, like right now,
I just want to hear
this is not going to stay on my head tonight. It's like, you see this right here, that's just my hair.
So I'm like, okay, let me just wait until you
Here is a 3,000.
I'll put the cuffs on him. Okay. The key piece of evidence is a shirt of Ben Bennett's with DOA's blood on it. That shirt was being transported.
Hello? Hey, Niecy, let me finish dialing first. Did stop renting girl sex? Okay. But you know what? If they do, let's pray it's been. Bye.
Nah, they was mad mean to Kim. I'm still confused at how the Parkers was a spinoff of Moesha. Like, barely anything was a spinoff besides Andale. I wish she would have been able to live to see Monique do great. The Parkers. I don't know. I'm watching Dope Deep. Oh, the last episode of The Pit came on, and it took me 15 episodes to realize that Dr. McKay played Nika in Chucky. Like, I can't believe it took me that long to realize that. That actually pissed me off. And then the guy that played her father in the show was her actual father in real life. And he plays the fucking Chucky as well. I'm like, bro. I'm like, I seen her face before. From the first time her face showed up on the first episode, I'm like, she looks so familiar, but I just can't place her. I don't even know what name to place her with. Nika in Cult of Chucky when she was in a wheelchair. And then Chucky the show. Like, I'm really pissed off that it took me that long to realize that. But I want to see how long it's going to take for them to film season 2 and for them to drop it. Hopefully it's not a schedule conflict with all the other actors and actresses with their other projects, because they can keep that shit going real quick, because they said it's going to take place over July 4th. Season 2 is supposed to be July 4th, but I wonder if it's going to actually come out around July 4th as well. That would actually be lit. Yo. Oh, never mind. I was about to say, because I was about to tell y'all about my jeans, but I remember I spoke to y'all this morning. Jeans that was mad baggy on me that can now fit. I wish I had a scale in here so I could see how much I weigh. Because the last time, I keep saying this, the last time I was home, I was 126 pounds. So imagine going back home in May and I'm 140 something. That don't bother me. 130 at least. 130, 136. Damn, that means I gained, like 20 something pounds. I mean, you could tell on my face that I did. You go back to look to my, go back and look from August to now. You can see the difference in my face shape. But you know what I'm gonna do? Damn, I wish I would have waited to eat my pickle sausage. Maybe. Son, I need to figure out how to get rid of these. I need to figure it out. But I really do. Why did I start off by that? And I think 2 weeks, I'm supposed to give a presentation on basically do a interview with my client. But I'm supposed to present it in class in 2 weeks, but next week I will do the I'm about to say I'm supposed to take a picture of the informed consent and then upload it, not yet. But what I was trying to say was, next week I will be doing another a mock interview with one of the students that I work with from the CCP program, the Adults with Disabilities, Intellectual Disabilities. I did one with him before. It's actually way easier for me to do the interview with him opposed to the other 2 students that I have. So for the other two, one is two of them are autistic. I'm not really sure. I know the other student, she has a speech impediment. That's what I know so far. I feel like we need to first of all, in their binders, they need more on what their disability is opposed to what it looks like for them to be in class. We know they have an intellectual disability, but what exactly is the disability? That needs to be front and centered. Like, for instance, I have an IEP. I have an IEP because I have a hearing loss. Do I look like I have a hearing loss? No, but I wear hearing aids. In my IEP, it explains what my disability is and how that disability helps me, or if it doesn't help me, what it affects, and the challenges that it can be for me in school or whatever, or in public settings. And then there's also some recommendations on what it can do, what the resources can do to help me better that. They don't have that in their binder, so I only have the individualized. It's individualized something. It's the IPP. It's the individualized something plan. I know one of the P's is plan. Program plan, individualized program plan. I don't think it's program plan. Program is not program. No, it's not program. But they have the resources to help them. Sometimes the families don't know what the resources is or how to get to the resources, or they don't take the initiative to want to do better for the child, which I feel like because they are all a year older than me, by the way, and because they are closer to 30, I'm not going to say it's too late, but the developmental stage that they are in is too late for them to play catch up. We're not in school no more. They're not in school no more. And I've been trying to figure out what was school like for them when they were kids. Or do they remember what was the schoolwork that they was doing? Was it hard? Was the teachers helping y'all? Did y'all even get accommodated? Or was y'all just going through school knowing something was wrong, knowing that you felt off, and knowing that you needed help, but nobody took the initiative to help you? But anyways, the student that I will be doing the mock interview with, I printed out a biopsychosocial form for him to take home to his parents so he can fill out. He has to remember to bring it in. Even if he doesn't bring it back, I can just use his IPP in order to make my case. And then I have to do the 15-minute interview and then play it. But I think before we play the video, we have to give a little background information first and then play the video. So, yeah. I'm pretty sure it's going to come along. And also, I did my timesheets. Yo, I just realized, because remember I said I was trying to use my practicum hours to carry over into my internship 1 class to be able to, add on to the hours that I already have for internship 1. But because it's a practicum class and not an internship 1 class, I can't do that. If it was internship 1 and I was bringing hours over to internship 2, I could do that. And then I had to go redo all my hours because I was missing hours and stuff. So I had to properly remember and go back into my notes and look at the days. And then with the hours, putting the hours in the right spot. And then for every hour that you have to write specifically in the notes what you did every week and stuff. So I had to do that. And then I have to do my midterm evaluation for class. I need to send an email because I don't understand why that hasn't been sent back to me yet. That's what I'm confused about. And then I might be able to earn some hours this Saturday. There's an event for autism for the students. And one of them is going to show up because it's like a panel. Something that I did before, like back in February for Black History Month. It's like the HBCU experience. Talking about the disability that you have and the accommodations. How were you able to advocate for yourself? Who taught you to advocate for yourself? If you didn't advocate for yourself, who advocated for you? What would you give? What advice would you give to other people who don't know where to start and they need help trying to advocate for themselves? And I just kept saying, I'm not saying that I complained all the time, but because I was complaining about the things that I wasn't giving and the time that I wasn't receiving, the extra, like all the extra time that I wasn't receiving, nobody was really trying to help me with my work. They unfortunately got tired of hearing me say that, and they just started helping me. Because why would I ever come to a school and y'all have accessibilities, or not even just accessibilities? If I'm coming to you with the, what's the word? It was just on my tongue. If I'm coming to you with a complaint, I don't think that's the word I was looking for, but if I'm coming to you with a complaint, don't you think you should take what I say into consideration, or like at least try to make the situation better? Why do I have to keep saying it over and over and over? Or why do I have to say it to you and you're not listening to me? Do I have to go around you to say it to somebody else and then get you in trouble because you didn't want to help me? Like, the professors and stuff is there for us to go to. And that's another reason. That's exactly why I decided that I wanted to go to a small HBCU and not one of them big schools. Because I feel like at a small HBCU, you'll be able to get more help. You get the more help you need. The more help you need. What the fuck? I can't form a sentence. You'll be able to get the help that you need because the professors know you. I feel like this is going to slide off my head. Alright, I'm just yapping for real. I'm finna drink my Pepsi, watch the rest of the show, hit this light, and go to bed. I'm watching Chicago PD. Well, Chicago PD is on. That's what you hear in the background. And then, yeah, so maybe I'll take the camera with me to the baseball game. Who the fuck knows? Hey guys, I'm back. So I'm not at the baseball game. I'm in my room. It was pouring from the moment I got up all the way until, what time is it? It's 5:25 now. It's actually just started pouring again, started raining again. So I would say it probably stopped raining maybe like 1:45 or probably around 2 o'clock. But by the time I was coming back to my room, it was still raining. Like, wasn't really raining hard, but it was still raining. And then I'm like, I know we're supposed to be at the shuttle by 1:15 so we could get. So I had just got off the shuttle at like 12:59, 1 o'clock. And I'm like, let me run to 7-Eleven. But I came upstairs to put my, to gather my stuff so I could hurry up back outside to go 7-Eleven and be back in time for the bus. But I texted and I was like, are we still going to the baseball game? It was like they canceled it due to the weather. But the thing was, had I not sent that text, I don't think anybody would have said anything. I would have just been standing outside. Because why didn't anybody send an email saying that the game was canceled? Unless they did. They sent I promise y'all, it's about 25 emails a day. If I don't open it, it's going to be mad notifications on my phone. So I make it a habit to open it and to see what it say. I didn't see nothing about no game was canceled. So, yeah. And I don't have the patience. I wanted to do cornrows in my hair, but I don't have the patience to sit there and actually do it. I can't. I mean, I could do 2 braids, but I'll have to reblow my, I don't know. I probably have to reblow my hair out. When I came back in earlier, I was like, all right, well, we're not going to the baseball game. So let me go ahead and do these 2 braids. The 2 braids did not go. And then I discovered that my scalp is, like, I know my scalp is dry, but I didn't think it was as dry as it was when I was scratching my scalp. I was like, Now, every night, I put oil on my scalp. By the time I wake up, oil look like it never touched the scalp. My hair be drinking that shit up. Like, literally. My hair is... wait, when did I take my hair out? I took my hair out on Wednesday. So, y'all seen... I should have showed y'all how my hair looked. But you could tell my hair grew. You could tell my hair grew because of the... because of how the hair grew out from the roots. Well, if I part it, you'll be able to see it because you can't really tell right now. But I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I'm about to go for a brighter red. But this time I'm gonna use the Cream of Nature. I usually use the Dark and Lovely, but I'm gonna use the Cream of Nature. If only I could get all of this right here to go. But it's like if I don't mess with it, it's just gonna be mad hair running down right here. Like, who wants that? Not me. But my eyebrows still look good after I got them done when I was home. I'm about to eat my food. I got beef, mashed potatoes, and salad. I need some greens, some vegetable. I'm mad that, well, I could have got some tomatoes from the hamburger station, but I really want to know why they moved the salad bar from over there. Maybe because that area no longer works, so they had to move it over there so they could keep the salad cold. They put the salad in the area where the ice cream was. I don't fucking know how that works. I don't know. I'm actually tired. I want to take a nap. I did wake up. But if I take a nap, I just don't want to take a nap and then be up all night. I want to be able to take a nice little nap, wake up, and still go back to sleep. That's what I would like to do. Want to see this picture of my mom? Oh, it was on my story. I'm like, why it moved? But y'all, tell me why last night I was reminiscing about middle school days. I posted this video on TikTok. If anybody ever responds to it, probably not, because it's a long ass video. But I don't know if I would consider myself a sneakerhead, but I was really into sneakers growing up. Well, I think my last year in middle school, my uncle had, I don't know if it was after Christmas or the springtime. I don't know, but I knew a pair of Jordans was coming out. People was talking about it. I'm like, let me see if my uncle would buy me these sneakers. So I asked him, and he gave me the money to get them. And there used to be this store called Ragamuffin where people would go and get their sneakers from. The sneakers would just come out there, but the thing is, the sneakers would be too expensive. That's why it was called Rag. They used to, I don't know if it was real shoes, real Jordans, real Uggs, Toms, all of that. People never really liked to go to Ragamuffins. If you went to get your stuff from Ragamuffins, the stuff was fake. That's what that store really was. But I can't really remember if that's where I went to go get those Jordans from. I know I went to a store over on Flatbush to get those sneakers. Like, they didn't have the shoes downtown. I think I sent it, no. Yeah, I think my uncle went to go get the shoes, but they didn't have them. So he just gave my grandmother the money to give to my mom. And we went to go look for the sneakers, and we found the sneakers. But then it was like $280 for the sneakers. And I'm like, $280? Why the fuck is the sneakers $280? I'm a size 7, 8 in women's. Why the hell would you want me to pay $280 for sneakers? So my mother got him to go down $30. And that's what we paid. Looking back again, I would never, ever, 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 ever in my life pay $250 for no pair of sneakers, or even above, not even close to $200 for some sneakers. No. Whenever a new pair of Jordans come out, or if I want a pair of Jordans, I'm getting it in kids. It'll be one something and $160 in kids. I wear a size 8 in women's, and I wear 6.5 in kids. I'm getting my shoes in kids. You would never, ever, ever see me paying above $200 for a pair of shoes.
Now, if I really want them shoes, that's crazy. But I even, like, I'm gonna show y'all. I gotta go ahead and because I just deleted the pictures. I gotta go in my recent deletes. For real, for real. That's not where I need to go. Wait, yeah, recent deleted. Like all of these shoes, majority of my shoes is pink, black, and gray. I don't know why, but my favorite color is pink, so I kind of see why. But yeah, these are the sneakers that I had in middle school that made me be obsessed with sneakers. I just had to have them. And I remember vividly one day I wore the sneakers. I wore them shoes into the ground. I don't even remember throwing them out. I don't. But I know I got rid of them. Like, I remember I wore them to school. And then it's like, I just kept finding something pink to wear with the shoes. Because I'm like, I'm not going to wear the shoes. It got pink and gray in it. And I got to wear school uniform, khaki pants. But not wear a certain, like, I gotta wear something to go with it so I could have an excuse to wear the shoes. You can't wear no blue shirt with no khaki pants and pink and gray, pink. I sound like I'm from Pink. Why the fuck am I saying pink? Pink and gray sneakers. You can't wear no blue shirt with no pink and gray sneakers. Almost said green, but you can't do that. So I just had to. I remember I had this pink sweater. It was short sleeves. I think it was from Children's Place. I wore a white shirt with the. Imagine wearing a long sleeve white shirt with that sweater. That shit probably looked terrible. Or I wore a khaki skirt, them pink and gray sneakers with some long white socks. And a white button down or a white, it's like those white collar shirt and the buttons stop right here. Like, I had an excuse to wear them sneakers every day. I had an excuse. I just had to. But that's what made me what you would consider a sneakerhead. Or I probably wasn't even a sneakerhead like that. And then I had these. I didn't even know these had just came out. I seen the sneakers and I was like, oh, mommy, I want to get those. And I got them. And then I definitely seen these sneakers. It's like, oh, I got to get these. Because these were Valentine's. These came out on Valentine's Day. The Valentine's Day sneakers. It's the 6s. Yeah, I had to get those. I had those for, like, and then I had these, the sports. Wait. Had those. I got these, I think, my sophomore year of high school. Sophomore? Or was it freshman year of high school? All I know was I had a blue shirt, a skirt, and these sneakers on. I wore them 2 days in a row. Because we only had, because, you know, what was it? School starts after Labor Day. I think Labor Day was that Monday. No, Labor Day was like a Tuesday. So we had that Monday off. And then Tuesday. Or was it Brooklyn Queens Day in June? I don't remember, but I know we had 2 days of school that, Labor Day was on a Wednesday. And then we had school Thursday and Friday. I wore them sneakers 2 days in a row. One blue shirt and one other blue shirt. Come on. Like, why was I doing this? I don't know. Is this what this was being a sneakerhead looked like in high school, middle school? Like, it was crazy. These were the shoes I got my senior year of high school. People was talking about these when I just randomly downtown. People was outside like they ain't had the shoes. They had the shoes. And I was able to get them shoes. First of all, the reason why I couldn't find these on the website the other day, I'm typing in Olympic 6. Those are a whole nother different sneakers. These are called Tinker Alternate. And just so randomly, and then these I got right before the pandemic hit. And I fucked these up by wearing it at work in the grass. And this is suede. I'm going to have to buy me another pair of these. I like those. And I was also obsessed with foam posits. I really like these foam posits. It's called Dark Obsidian. And then the Yeezy foam posits. The glow in the dark. The glow in the dark ones was ugly as hell. ugly. What made me get those? I don't know. I do not. But I got them. And I promise y'all, those are only shoes. And then I had, like, I was obsessed with shoes. It didn't matter what it was. If I wanted it, I was going to get it. I was even like, I had Converses. And I had 3 different color pairs of Converses. But you know where the Converses came from? There was this lady. You know how the nannies be in the park with the babies? My mom was friendly with one of the nannies. And, you know, she was from St. Lucia, and my father's side of the family was from St. Lucia. And, you know, she was, you know, a black woman. So we made friends with her in the park. So when I was excited to see her, and she took me to the movies to see Percy Jackson. And she is the reason why I was obsessed with Converses, because she had a pair of Converses. And she, like, a blue shirt, blue Converses, a green shirt, green Converses, red shirt, red Converses. She was the reason why I was obsessed with Converses as well, too. But I only had 3 pair. But the thing was, the Converses made your feet hurt. That pinky toe? Like, right now, I still even have 2 pairs of Converses home. I had the high top black ones. I don't know. I think I threw those out. Don't know why. But I'm like, I really got to think about it. Am I really into Converses? Do I like the way they make my feet feel? It's mad hard taking your feet out of them shoes when you have nails. You got to untie the laces all the way down and then tie it back up. No. No. I'm not going through that. I'm fine with the platform, the 2 pair of platform Converses that I have. The pink ones and the black ones. That's it. I ain't getting no more. And then even growing up, I wasn't really obsessed with Uggs, but I did want a pair of Uggs. I definitely got a pair of Uggs from Ragamuffins. It was the pink Uggs, and I wore them hoes. I wore them hoes. I did. I wish I had a picture from this day, because it was in the summertime. It was my birthday. My mother took me to Build-A-Bear workshop. I ain't even gonna lie. I was turning something years old. I was in the teens. Maybe 15. No, that wasn't 15. I'm bugging. 15 was too close to 16. I would remember that. 13, 14. One of those ages. I think it was my 14th birthday. And it was pouring outside. And I was like, Ma, let's go. Can we go to Build-A-Bear? 14. And I had on this green ass outfit with pink Uggs. And here's the kicker part. My birthday is in the summer. My birthday is July 9th. So why was I wearing pink Uggs in the summer? I mean, it was raining outside, it was thundering, nobody was outside and all of that other stuff. So we just went to Build-A-Bear workshop. I remember, and then I think it stopped raining by the time we got out of the Build-A-Bear workshop, and then we went to the park, and my mother was, and I seen this boy, and I remember the conversation was just like, it's summertime, why are you wearing Uggs? Because it's my birthday, and I can put whatever the fuck on I want. Like, I don't know why I was wearing Uggs in the summertime either. I did a lot of questionable things as a child. That was one of them. Now, I do remember my mother saying, why do you want to wear your Uggs in the summer? And I was like, because I think it goes right with my outfit, pink and green. Like, I wish I was able to find a picture. Like, that shit was insane. And then, so I had those pink Uggs, but then I grew out of them. Like, why would you want to walk around with pink Uggs? You can't wear nothing with that. So I gave them away. And then I got me some blue Uggs with the bows on the back. I wore them hoes into the ground. Once I felt a little breeze, Uggs, and then that's how it always been in New York. Everybody sitting there waiting for everybody to be like, all right, it's Ugg season. Nobody ever knew when it was time to pull out their boots on their own to wear the Uggs. They were just waiting for everybody. They just didn't want to be the only ones doing it, because, you know, it was going to be like, you fiending to put on your Uggs. Kind of, yeah. I just want to put some boots with fur on my feet. And then I wore them Uggs into the ground. I think it's been a while. since I had those blue Uggs. Had to throw them things in a way. I think I had, let me see. If I would have kept all my Uggs, I would have had 6 pairs. But I threw away the blue ones and the pink ones. I got some traditional, you know, the regular black traditional Uggs. I got these high top Uggs, and I got Ugg slippers. I'm actually about to take them Ugg slippers home so I could, you know, throw them away because they falling apart. I don't wear those hoes. Hot, cold, rain, sleet, snow. Those gotta, and then all in the mud. Baby, they is toe up. I need me a new pair. And I gotta be mindful of how I wear them Ugg slippers. Yeah, I do. And then I do actually have more sneakers. Like my 3 favorite, I don't have any more Jordans because I was like, that was a phase that I went through in middle school. I felt like that was a phase that I went through, and by the time I got to college, all them shoes had to go. So I got these. I'm actually like these, like I think these were like limited edition. I gotta figure out a way to clean these because the sole, the front of the shoe is all messed up. I got these. I think I might want to get a new pair because look at the back. How does that happen? Like, look at the side. And then I have these. I got these like 2 years ago. And actually, once I get off this camera, I'm finna buy me a pair of Nike Dunks. Black, you know, start off real simple. Black and white Nike Dunks. Or I might buy me some blue. But I gotta buy a pair of sneakers that literally go with everything. So I won't just be... These are the only shoes that I have here that I've had since high school. These were my running shoes in high school. I could still fit them. Oh, and these are the Ugg slippers I was talking about. Look at that. Dirty. And then all under there is just a whole bunch of sandals. Now, there was a time where all I wore was sandals. But then it's like, I just keep tripping. And I ain't trying to tear my toe nut off the way I be tripping. Like I walk where I pick my feet up. So how I be tripping, I do not know. Maybe it's the air grabbing my foot. But yeah, I'm actually there's so much stuff that I wanna buy that I should not be buying. But I feel like I could do with a nice pair of sneakers right now. Oh, I forgot to show y'all my New Balance sneakers. My sister got me that for... Oh, matter of fact, I showed that to y'all. I got that for Christmas. But, yeah. Matter of fact, I'm finna show y'all my food. I'm trying to find a movie to watch, too. No, matter of fact, I'm gonna finish watching Dope Thief. Gotta have the water. That's an essential. Forks. Oh, I need to get a soda from over there. Let me take this out. And to be honest, I'm not heating my food up. Even though I've been talking for mad long and I've been back. I don't give a fuck. Hold on. Hustles don't stop. They keep going. That sounds stupid. But that shit look crazy. It's all over the place, but I'm gonna eat it. Beef, mashed potatoes, salad. I wish I had some steak sauce. Fuck that beef up real good. Come on, brother. Ooh, you know what I miss eating? Whenever I used to get groceries, I used to buy a bag of potatoes, some cheese, butter, and some, what's that shit called? Bacon bits. And then make 2 baked potatoes. 2 baked potatoes. Ooh, that's a lot of salt, ho. What the flip? Damn. Don't try to have a stroke, nah. Well, let me go ahead and find something to do. I don't want y'all to watch me eat, but peace out. I'll talk to y'all later. Maybe not. Matter of fact, I won't. Hopefully we go to the baseball game tomorrow, and then I'll bring the camera out. Okay?